So it's Essie, I'm back with another podcast, and this time I will be talking about the format of the UEFA Women's Champions League, which was announced earlier this week, and it's set to go underway in 2021-22 season. So, one key change I've picked out is group matches will be centrally marketed rather than just the final, which helps further exposure of the women's game. Oh, and by the way, I will put the video of the format under this podcast, so that will be on Facebook and YouTube. Anyway, I think that helps. That group matches will be centrally marketed because you want women's football to be more out there. And this will get fans more interested, I guess. Another change I've picked out is the top 6 ranked associations will enter 3 teams rather than the current 2. So this ultimately means we could be seeing 3 FAWSL sides, which will be great. So we could see Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, which would be excellent for the women's game. Well, not just for the women's game, but for football as a whole, maybe. One other point I picked up on is that the first season of a new format is that 8 matches, which is 2 round 2 matches, 4 group stage matches, and 2 quarter-final legs, will be scheduled to avoid clashes with major football tournaments. Now, I'm a bit confused by that, but I know that UEFA want to make women's football more out there, but I hope that doesn't mean scheduling matches at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. on a weekday. That means Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, no doubt would it be great for fans who watch online and on regular TV, possibly, but it'll be difficult for match-going fans, and that's where something where UEFA needs to get right. I think an Arsenal head coach, Joe Montemurro, voiced his thoughts on top teams facing each other on a regular basis, implying that sides from likes of England and France facing each other would bring in more fans, and that's something I definitely agree with. I think the introduction of a group stage would be a massive help, as huge scorelines, such as Arsenal's 13-2 aggregate demolition of Slavia Prague in round 16, would be less frequent. Tighter games means more interesting matches. Let's be honest. I mean, a tighter game say 2-1 or 3-1 or 3-2 would be much more interesting than a complete annihilation game 10-0 or something like that. I think, in terms of broadcast, I think it's important that UEFA get this right. So, that means broadcasting some matches on free-to-air whilst broadcasting other matches online. Right, so that ultimately means that I don't really want to see games being on paid TV like Sky Sports or BT Sport, because I have to gain a wider audience than just those 2 channels. think overall, I think I'll enjoy the new format. The current format's okay, but going forward, the tournament will have to change all the time to keep it fresh. But that does not mean being changed for change's sake, if you know what I mean. What are your thoughts on the changes? What do you think about the current format? So this has been Essie talking about the UEFA Women's Champions League changes. I hope you enjoyed that.